This is a simple project that I quite like. A flower pot, or planter, in a deconstructivist style. This is my third version, designed when my partner bumped her order up to 20. That order is now, keep making them until I say stop. I designed it to be simple to cut and assemble, and I made a template to speed up the process of drawing lines to guide the cuts. I made use of the dirtiest, rattiest corrugated plastic sheets with the most holes. I cleaned a lot of them up with a wet rag first. I only need a 70 centimeter square piece, so I was able to use just the best part of each sheet. I was almost always able to select a piece that was fairly clean and free of holes. The template lets me quickly draw on the guides I need to make the cuts. I decided to make a black and white one. I figured out that I could poke holes or scratch through the paint instead of using a pen. I cut all the internal lines with a short blade first. Then I cut out the rest of the square. Do as I say, not as I do on this. Don't rely on a sheet of corrugated plastic to protect what's underneath it if you use it as a cutting board. Sorry for the bad example, but take my word on this. Then I go back and make 4 cuts the rest of the way through so that the planter can be assembled. When you're cutting at an angle that is mostly cutting across the flutes, that first cut can be your guide. But when you're cutting mostly along the flutes, that inner wall really tries to pull your blade off course, so you have to use a straight edge. They'll try, even with a straight edge, so cut carefully. Then each flap can be folded over the neighboring side of the pot. Holes are drilled by eye, and zip ties used, as usual, to hold things together. The first and second versions go together in such a way that I use only 2 zip ties. The third version uses 4. That's an extra 12 cents for me. I hope you're getting zip ties cheaper than that. It's well worth the time I save building this version. The last step is drilling holes in the bottom to allow water to drain. I eyeball that as well, as it's something that won't really be seen. The more conventional looking planters assemble using just 2 zip ties, but it has to take into consideration the thickness of the plastic as it folds together, which makes drawing the guidelines take much longer. I also needed to trim the flaps for things to go together. On one, I trimmed off the flaps along the top, another step that I wouldn't want to do 20 or more times. Lately, I've noticed that my first couple of tries are often more like prototypes for working out the kinks. With this project as well, I really like the third version. Both the look and the way that it's quick and easy enough to make more than 20 of the things. I think I've made 22 total so far, and they're still fun to make. Thanks for watching. You know what to do to help me out. I hope to have another interesting project for you soon.